Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is Laura with Stitchin with Laura. How's everybody doing? I hope you're all having a great Thursday. Well, as promised this morning, I will be starting the ancient girl. We're not going to call her a woman, we're going to call her a girl. And that way I can differentiate between all my other ancient women that I have. And I'm going to be starting in the top left-hand corner, and I'll be working on the flowers that are like behind her. I don't think there's some flowers like right through here somewhere. And it's a lot brighter color than I thought it was going to be. So we're using neon orange. I know, tell you. Sorry, crash, boom, bang over here. And this is an 11 count, of course, and the color is 947. So how is everybody doing? I hope you're all having a great day. Hang on just one second. All right, sorry about that. I had a whole bunch of sneezes there. We have had wind all day yesterday. So every time you went out, it was just driving stuff right up my nose. It was lovely. So I was sneezing yesterday and I sneezed today. So here we are. Anyway, I hope you had a good Valentine's Day. If you had somebody to celebrate that with. I went to work and I came home. That's about as good as it got yesterday. There is a green square right next to the green dot. Okay, here we go. Let the games begin. Now we'll be fine. It's just the angle. Yeah, I didn't do anything trip the light fantastic for yesterday or not. Now tomorrow, my daughter and I may go get us little pizzas down at the truck stop. Or we may decide to just eat at our favorite restaurant. I'm not sure. But she said, now the kids, like I said earlier this week, are off Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and Monday. So I think she's going to send them to Boys and Girls Club because they like to do that. It gives them all something to do. I think there's a teacher in service, so that's why they have that off. And then we have the presidential holiday on Monday. So there'll be no mail. Yay. Just one more excuse for the post office, I swear. Around here. I know nothing about any other post offices. Just ours. Oh, goodness. Yesterday, it wasn't busy, per se, at all. I mean, it died after we had an order, of course. This is the every other Wednesday. Yesterday. And we were putting that away. We didn't have any problems. We didn't have a whole bunch of people, you know, coming and going or anything to that means at all. And then we got all that done, and from 6 to 9, it was pretty darn quiet. But we had a fairly good size order. So, yeah. Oh, goodness. So it took a hot moment to get that put away. It took about 3 hours between the three of us, and then you have to wait on somebody if somebody comes, of course. So, yeah, it was awesome. Shades of summer. I'm telling you, I'm not ready for all the people in summer. I'm ready for the weather to get warmer. So yesterday it said it was like almost 40 degrees, but the wind was blowing about 15 miles an hour. So that drove the temperature down by about 10 degrees cooler than all that. So, yeah, it was pretty chilly. So I came home and had beef and noodles and had myself a cup of hot tea. I was chilled just like all day long. I could hardly wait for the day to get over with. Just couldn't take anything else. So hopefully that wind won't be blowing today, because, yeah, I don't have too much to do today at all. I'm not planning on any kind of grandiose plans, but my daughter was going to be occupied with her dad and then my son-in-law's dad, trying to get a shed straightened out so that they could get a wood lathe in there. So she thought she'd like to start working on the wood lathe again. A kid, I'm telling you. A long time ago when the kids were in, I'm going to call it middle school, maybe elementary school. Their dad had a wood shop. And they got to see us using it, because he happened to know how to use all that equipment. So we went through that phase. He fell down a rabbit hole as well. You know how that goes. So I got drug along for the ride, but I did learn how to use a wood lathe. Not that I retained any of that now. Somebody would definitely have to be watching over my shoulder, you know, because it is what it is. But I mean, I enjoyed it. It was okay. It's not something I'd want to take on full time, so we'll see. We will see. Got my little pink needle minder here. I don't know if I can just kind of scooch everybody over and all the thread won't get through there. Let's see if I can get it turned around. This is one of the oval ones. Bring it up as far as I can. Isn't that pretty? It's all sparkly and yeah, it's just gorgeous. And it had the, see, I thought these flowers were going to be pink. When I found out they were orange, I was kind of like, how did that work? It's the same on each side, but yeah. It'll work. It'll work. It'll work. Haven't used it in a while. I was looking for I have a girl with some kind of a musical instrument, we'll call it. But she's buried here somewhere. So I need a piece of metal that I can attach to something so that I can put all these needle minders on. I did find we'll call it a sheet of metal, but it was only like 8.5 by 11. It wasn't very big, so I need something a lot bigger than that to attach them all to. And then I need somewhere to mount that so that I can use it when I need to use it. So issues. Right now, I'm not asking my daughter. I should call my son, because he might have something like that, but I'm not sure. And I don't think, now, I might be wrong, because, you know, I've been wrong a couple of times. But, yeah. My son-in-law may have some sheet metal and, you know, something to cut it with. We'll see. But I'm not bothering her this weekend. Oh, I got something to show you, and I'm trying to figure out what I did with it. Hang on. All right, I am back. Now, I want you to think back a couple of weeks ago-ish to my review for Biggest Craft. And I will put a picture, if I can. I don't know that I can. Of this cross stitch. It's an 11 count, and it's the houses in the snow. And when I got it, the paper pattern and the canvas matched, but the bag of thread said 3036 instead of 3306. So we got all these threads, and they did not match the canvas. So after I got done with the review, I contacted Biggest Craft, and I told them about this and had them go look at the video. And they sent me, well, it came in the mail yesterday, the number, or the threads for 3306. Now, I will probably have a stitch with me, and I will go through all these threads and match them up to the paper thing and the canvas or whatever. And they're all on thread drops, of course. So I will go through that, and we will have a stitch with me starting this. So since we're still in winter, I'm going to lay that right down there. But I did want to let you know the reason for me starting this whole conversation was that they did send me the correct threads. According to them, I haven't gone through it, but they did follow through and send me the threads. So it'll take a moment to go through all those. It's a 50 by 50 picture, of course. What in the heck? Laura Jean, good gravy. Let me see if I can just get that to stay right there, so I can get it anchored. I thought I was going to mess it up for sure. Not liking this bright orange. It's awfully bright. And that was the thing about yesterday. The sun was out. It was just a gorgeous looking day. You stepped out that door and it was freezing crackers. Just freezing, freezing, freezing. Something. I have my tea over here, over there on my shelf. I turned the whole desk around. Oh yeah, that was a big mistake. I'm not moving it today. I just don't have the energy. But yeah, it was very deceitful, the way that the weather, what it looked like and what it actually was. So yeah, awesome. So I'm glad these companies that, you know, we had, gosh, what was it, 4 of them? Something was wrong with was it last month? Yeah, I think it was last month. Oh my goodness. 4 of them that there was something wrong. So, yeah. But I wanted you to know, and each time that they follow through, count on me coming to you through a stitch with me, or if I'm on their particular site and doing a review for them, I will let you know, if I get these things. So I think the only 2 things that there was something wrong with were the ones that were turned sideways, and I had 2 different companies, so we'll see. But I'll let you know when I get the correct kit. But they did warn me that it would be probably around the end of this month. So, just saying. Just saying. Let's see, what did I stitch on? Oh, I stitched on, what was it? Tell me. Those buildings. It was called Street View. I stitched on that a little bit before I went to work and in the evening, because it was easy. I was not getting out the big one and going there with all that. So, yeah. Some days. But I wanted to start this and see how the kit was and how things would work. Fabric seems fine. It's a little stiff, but, you know, it'll fix itself after I've had it in my warm little hands stitching on it after a while. So, we'll see. But I want to get back to my big one. I haven't stitched on it since, what was that, Sunday? I was busy on Monday. I was busy on Tuesday. I was too tired on Wednesday. It's like, okay, get it together. Yeah, what was it? Not last night, but the night before, I only slept about 4 hours. And that was my own fault because I was drinking pop at work, and evidently it just kept me up half the night. So, yeah, or wouldn't let me sleep at all. So, yesterday at work, I did nothing but drink water. Then I came home and had tea, just so that I could sleep, and everything went right down the line. Either I was way too tired and I just fell asleep, or that actually worked, you know, just drinking water and not having a whole bunch of caffeine. Because, yeah, some days I go crazy on too much caffeine. What else was I going to work on this weekend? Oh, I want to get back to those colorful houses by the water, or whatever it's called. Because that was going pretty good, but it's a 14 count, so we'll see if all that transpires or not. I wanted to start working on the big Chinese one on the other side of that, we'll call it building. I did all the sky up there. Well, I want to start working on the sky going that way, and that way I can have it all done down to a certain level. But we'll see how that pans out. Now my daughter and I might go to the, what do you call it? The thrift store here in town. She hasn't mentioned anything about having to go down to Salida, so I just don't think she would like to. Because we usually only go if we have something we have to pick up for the kids or whatever. And somewhere on this weekend I gotta do laundry, so I may do that today. I'm just trying to talk myself into it, basically. So she was also talking about getting my son-in-law's shop kind of organized, you know, like get stuff together and then he can go through whatever it is, you know, putting like with like while she was home and didn't have anything else to do, and we can go in there and sort things out. Sort things out to a certain extent, you know. We know that that's a wrench and that's a hammer, you know. We put all the wrenches together and all the hammers together, out whether they're any good or not, you know, we're not the judgment on that. Because, you know, heaven forbid. But we can sort stuff. And then she has a whole bunch of stuff in there. They went to... Did they go to an auction? No, they cleaned out somebody's... We'll call it shed, for lack of what it was. I don't know if it was a shed or a garage or whatever, but they brought... And it was bad weather, so they brought everything to my son-in-law's shop thing and put it in there, and then we were going to go through it little by little, see if there was anything she wanted to sell on eBay. Yeah, that was 6 months ago, yeah. So, here we are. So that still all has to go and get, you know, sorted out, but I can sort as good as the next person, so we'll see. Alright, guys, well, I think that it's, let me put this needle away while I got it in my hand. Put it in the pincushion. I pushed down the pincushion the other day and I found a whole bunch of needles. There's still some down there. I just, see, there's one right there. I'm going to try to get them all pushed up there so I can have a needle or two instead of getting more out, you know, just because there's none there. You know, that's how I roll. Oh, none there. Let's just get out some more. And then you end up with this, see? Alright, guys. Thank you for joining me. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. And please hit the bell. That way you'll know when my next video comes out. Stay safe. Stay healthy. We'll see you next time. God bless. Bye-bye. Keep stitching.